Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Slay the Princess.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello. I am very excited. I have been having many thoughts since last time we played, and I can't wait to poke around and see what we can come up with. Let's see how bad we can make this lady.
Yes. We played this when we played this last, 3 or 4 days ago, and then we were like, bye, and sort of haven't interacted really since then until right now.
It's true. So, this is the first time we've talked to each other since then, which is really funny. That's rare really for funny. Us. That's very rare for us. But I had family in town, so I've been taking the ultimate staycation. I was effectively on vacation, but in my own house.
Oh my god. Yeah. Tell me all about it. How was your parent visit?
It was really nice. My dad came to town. It was kind of an impromptu trip, which is very rare for us. But we wanted to do the general Bay Area really well. So we had a San Francisco day and a Sonoma day and a chill in my area day, and it was just really, really nice. He got to meet Basil. We watched the show Drops of God, and it was a really nice time. I'm feeling very happy and very grateful.
I'm so glad. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I did a very similar thing 2 weeks ago with my mother-in-law in town, and we did the exact same thing, staycation style. We did stuff in the city. Or I guess I did this with both my parents and with my mother-in-law. We did stuff in the city.
It's been a family dense month.
Yeah, we went to the mountains. We went to Sonoma, the wine country area, just like you. And we just, between the two of us, we've just been family.
I know.
Family.
If y'all have been wondering why our schedule's been funky lately, it's because we've just been prioritizing family, is the honest, genuine truth of the matter.
Yeah, we took a little hiatus. That's why we're making our way back here with y'all. But we needed to spend some time with our folks for a little bit, and it was worth it.
What I will say though is the entire time between the last stream and this one, I have been scratching at my thoughts on Slay the Princess like an itch or like a cat scratching
razor?
pole. Yeah, just yes, just like a razor, Allison. So yeah, you were. So I'm very, very excited. As a quick reminder of what we're doing here. Hi everyone, welcome to Slay the Princess. This is a narrative choice based horror game, and as the screen says, it's also a love story, hypothetically. And what we discovered last time is that we are a player and we control a character who is divided up into different aspects. And that character and the player are all listening to a narrator, and the narrator is telling us that we have to slay a princess. And if we slay the princess, the world doesn't end. And if we fail to slay the princess, then the world ends. We've discovered that it's a bit more complicated than that. And that this princess and our player character, it seems as well, mutates and changes based off of our perceptions, our choices, and our actions. And the final version of those things that is created are fed to some unknown mystery. And we are going to try to figure out what that mystery is by making the princess and ourselves so much worse.
Yes, this is a story about making choices of how you want to be, and a lot of them are bad.
Yes.
As far
also, as Catty Cake has stressed, I forgot, we don't just play a character. We in fact play 30 parrots in a trench coat. So take that as you will.
Is kind of true.
No, it's accurate. It is a true statement.
We are in fact a bird person with multiple bird person personalities. So.
Yes.
Or
as you can see with our little claw. Just reminder, and thank you Malaloba for penning the content warnings. But this game has some, and by some I mean many. So please take a moment to peruse the content warnings to make sure that you are safe and approaching this in the right headspace, because the last thing we want is for anybody to have a bad time hanging out with us on stream. So please know what you're in for, and let's get into this.
Yeah, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much to Enduring Ideal for the sub. Appreciate it. A recap on our routes. Last time we had the Razor, we had the Spectre or the Ghost, and we had the Damsel.
Yes.
Those were the three. The Razor, we made it to Chapter 4, and then
the other two were early bailouts in Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, yes. So furthest we've gotten is 4.
Yep, which like I said, I've been scratching at this a bit. I have some ideas, and I think some of them are like there's some obvious roads not taken with the Spectre and the Damsel. Where like with the Damsel, you know, obviously we had the chance to still slay the princess, so we could take a pivot. Same with the Spectre. We kind of originally were following the path of the narrator, but then decided that the narrator was a little I don't know. We're not early. Are we early enough or late enough? Yeah, we're rebelling. I'm like, can I curse? Can I slander this narrator? So we rebelled against him. And so we could just follow in his footsteps. We could continue to slay the princess and see what happens there. Both of those are continue to slay options.
I like those ideas. I'm very curious about that to see what becomes of it.
Definitely. I also feel like I was trying to think about what we've done in Chapter 1 so far. So what we've done is we grabbed the knife, we went in, we hesitated, we then stabbed. Then on a different route, we got the knife, we went in, we did not hesitate, and then we stabbed. And then another one, we didn't have the knife, we went in and we talked and rescued. So some potential additional options, we could get the knife and then rescue. That might be interesting.
Get the knife and drop it.
Yeah, we can get the knife and drop it. We could not get the knife, but then try to slay anyway. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know how we'd do that with our hands, I guess.
Our claws.
I don't know. Point being, I feel like there's a lot of like, there's some Chapter 1 stuff we can iterate on, and then there's also some like Chapter 2 onward stuff that we could play with.
I think that's a great idea. Something else I really want to try is turning around and walking away when you're on a path.
Do you want to start with that?
Woods. Can we start with that?
Yeah.
That was one I was very interested in, but it felt like we needed to get some data first.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm sorry, I forgot the narrator would immediately talk when I launched into the game.
You're
my
good.
bad. My bad.
Also, let us know how we sound too. If we're guac or pita, if you're having trouble hearing the narrator or the voiceover. I know the balancing in this game's kind of funny, so we can probably figure that out this stream if we need to.
Yep. We will do our best. Let's try to walk away.
You're here.
Yeah. Yes, we are
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin, I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Oh, these are all very good. Somehow the last one is very good. But also, I like the lie. I kind of want to lie to the narrator. I just want to be like...
I doubt that, but... I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, narrator.
We're going to turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care. I'm not killing the princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go in the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. That one.
I like that one. Yeah.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go.
Oh, hey, it's the cabin.
Something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
We're breaking things! Yay!
Wow. That actually scared me. And the music.
Yeah, the music's going off.
It's the nope, no thank you, Short doesn't like it music.
Yep, this is the my brother is bailing music.
Yep.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to
30 I'm sorry, I'm laughing
30 cabins in a trench coat, yeah.
30 cabins in a trench coat.
Indeed.
I probably peaked out, I laughed so high.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Now I have a question.
You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do all these cabins lead to the princess, or are there now 30 princesses in these 30?
I mean, probably somewhere, probably split the difference between those, right?
Yeah.
It's all the princess, but it's also all a princess. Like, who knows what this one has? You know?
Oh, are you moving your mouse? I don't see your mouse right
You
now.
can't
That's
see
funny.
my claw mouse?
Usually I can, which is odd.
Well, interesting. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in the future.
Fascinating. Okay.
You lose track
I know
of just
stream
how
probably
long you
can.
spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Hey, we got a chapter 2! Check that out!
You're on a path
Ooh.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Ooh.
And
We
in
got
the
wall?
basement of that cabin is a princess.
I think we're
It's
getting
like wall.
channeled into the cabin this time.
I think you're right. I think we might be getting herded into the cabin.
Interesting.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
Also, hearing Johnny Sims' narration and seeing the title for The Stranger has me like all tripped up as well. I'm like all tripped up.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about there. Okay, deja vu already happened. Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually entered the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? That one's kind of interesting.
That is kind of interesting, yeah.
We already know this narrator's not going to know what's going on, but we could also ask those walls weren't there last time. Can't just force me to go to the cabin.
Yeah, I like that one. But keep scrolling through. There's more, right?
I'm
No, it's all
sure
good.
those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Gotta be the contrarian, right? We're thinking the contrarian?
The contrarian.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Okay, the sound balance is super whack right now, but I don't know what to do about that.
That background drone is really loud.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can... Did it change? Maybe it's sound volume.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Music, you're fine. Sounds, you need to be... Okay.
So that's not part of the OST. That's like the...
It's just...
That's the SFX. Those are the sound effects.
Yes.
Interesting. All right, well, we figured it out.
Good to know.
Oh, but it's good, though. It does make...
It's really, really good. It's just, we do, first priority is we have to be able to hear Johnny, and then we'll go from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely gonna slay the princess. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, okay. This is the all lies all the time run.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are kind of fucking with the narrator now.
Yeah. And that helps us keep track for the future too, for finding the variance points. But this time we're gonna be all lies all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Let's
know
do
I
it.
can tell when you're lying, right?
Well.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Nah.
A warning
We're gonna...
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Sorry, this tea I made is bad.
Oh no.
Oh, it tastes not good.
What is it?
So I get these like one special tea a month. It's like a tea of the month club that my mother-in-law got for me, and most of them are pretty good. This one is called Gingerbread House, and it's the most bitter thing I've ever put in my mouth. It's just like, and I didn't even oversteep it. It was I followed the instructions. I make my tea the way you're supposed to make it, and this is not good.
I'm sorry. That's a real bummer.
The Ratner, you're right. It does just taste like a house.
Yeah, like, I mean, actually, overdone gingerbread could actually just taste like wood.
Yeah, it does taste like I'm licking a floor right now, a little bit.
Gross.
Oh, it does need sugar, but my husband's not here. I can't ask for him to put sugar in my tea. I'm stuck here.
Do you want it? You can text me that just says like you're walking out and tell me to cover if you need me to. If you need to walk away to go get more tea.
All right, we're going.
Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, I can't throw Victor under the bus for this one. He's literally not here.
Yeah, he's out of the house.
I'm home alone with my floor tea.
We're gonna get you through this, Allison. Don't you worry.
we can continue.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Oh, I have to go into the cabin.
Oh, boo.
Boo!
Blah.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
Whoa.
Shifted.
Has it always done that?
There, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
It's as he's stressing, the seams are wrong, but it
Oh, that's a cool use of the parallax.
Yeah.
I love that.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table, is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
You mean make us?
Mm-hmm.
Like
but if you're
force
going to
us.
slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Music's going wild too.
Do you have any thoughts about what we are? Because we're constantly being led here to slay the princess to prevent the world from ending. And we saw that we slayed the princess, and then the narrator just tried to trap us here for eternity. Which makes me think that we're the problem. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
we might potentially be the problem in some way. Like,
my
why
only
else would we
theory is based only off of the concept of princesses and towers, and we have clawy hands, so maybe we're the dragon.
Yeah, like the dragon or the monster.
But they call us a
whatever.
bird. They call us the so I don't know.
We got feathers and stuff, and we're clearly a bird person.
Yeah, not really,
I don't know.
if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, you don't think we're the problem?
No. I just don't really have an idea.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I mean, other than like diametrically opposed gods or like chaos, or if we're going that direction, we could probably theorize. But like based off of in-universe stuff, no, I don't really have an idea yet.
That's fair. I know we did kind of think last time that we are two gods, sort of duking it out across, across all worlds and all realities. Yeah.
But I also think that we haven't gotten enough routes to really have a firm picture of what's going on yet.
That's fair. Yeah.
But yeah.
Just wanted to think about it.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. Ow. Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Okay. Didn't any say anything about the mirror? Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement.
How do we want to go about this one?
I mean, to blade or not to blade, I guess is the first question.
That is a good question. I mean, if we I kind of want to take the blade, but I don't know if I want to do anything with it. You know what I mean?
Just have it.
Have it, but we might drop it. I kind of want to. I want to grab it, but then I want to go.
I will say that I think taking the blade and dropping the blade is an independent choice from leaving the blade.
Oh, you mean taking and dropping is separate from leaving?
Yeah. I think. We don't have evidence of that, but I'm currently operating under the assumption that if you take the blade and then put it down, that is a different choice than simply never taking the blade.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know if we haven't
right.
actually tested that, to be honest, but let's see.
Fair.
So take it.
Yeah, are you down with that?
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. We'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb.
If we do a little reverse grip.
A little Vaxel down grip.
Yeah.
As long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Reverse?
Yeah, hold it the other way.
Switch your grip on
Ha-ha!
the blade. Congratulations.
I can't see it.
New art!
Where's my little claw?
I don't.
Why can't I see
Discord.
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 Are you sharing your screen or the game? Sometimes that happens. If you share your, it doesn't matter.
I always share the game though.
Oh, I don't know why. I could see it last time. That's weird.
Anyway.
God damn it, Discord.
Yes.
I'll live.
Isn't this so much better?
I can imagine it.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Oh, actually, I'm looking at it in Twitch. I can see it.
Yeah, there you go.
It looks cool.
So, secondary option, do you want to throw the blade out the window? The Contrarian did that last time and it worked out so well for us.
Actually, yeah. Let's start out there. We're doing that.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
How did we manage to break both windows with one knife?
Oh, we did.
How?
Boomeranged.
Boomerang knife. The world is a very, very small planet, and you threw it out, and it threw all the way around.
That's like that fucking Rick and Morty episode.
Oh, God. Okay, well, we have no knife now.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh, well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
I'm worried about the hero. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Hero's not doing great with this setting.
No.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Yeah, good luck, hero.
Narrator.
Mirror or basement?
Up to you.
We already know. I think I don't. Let's try the mirror one more time, and then it sort of seems like it's kind of always the same thing.
I agree. It doesn't seem like it's changing whenever we touch the mirror
Walk
here.
up to the
but
wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your... But there was a mirror. Now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Okay. All right. Basement?
Okay. All right. Basement.
The door to the basement revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
It's like how my tea tastes.
I was just thinking of those YouTube videos where they're like, we melted down every single cosmetic at Walgreens and made an indistinguishable, unsmelling blob. Yay!
Disgusting.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Hey, what's up, babe? Yes, I was thinking of Safia Neon Guard. Thank you. that is exactly who I was thinking of.
That's amazing.
Anyway.
No, thank you.
I would love for the hero to just nope out. That would be kind of interesting.
I would love for the hero to take control.
But hero, yeah. If the narrator can, who knows?
Yeah, this might be the hero's time.
To do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? there'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Sorry. Did I miss
did we skip something?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success. So the narrator.
Oh, the narrator. We skipped a narrator.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Sometimes it just double advances. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Take the center stairs. Take the soft stairs to the right.
Let's take the harsh stairs. Let's put the hero into situations.
Okay, our goal now is to break the hero.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Situations for the hero. Let's go.
Yes.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, till there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Razor? My love?
Razor?
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish. The only things experienced
I love that drawing of the cabin.
And emotions of the journey.
Like the trees.
Continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Well.
Consumption and betrayal. Skepticism and blind devotion. Rivalry and submission. Terror and longing. Pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh, hey. We made it.
All right, well, those stairs sucked.
No, they gave us exactly what we wanted, which was to put the hero into situations. So
that was exactly what we got.
Yep.
And I'm glad that our instinct was right.
Yeah.
Whoo! Wow.
Interesting.
Wowie.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, and now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Some of these are normal chapter 1 options, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. Want to start with I didn't realize?
Oh, yeah, we could do that. I was going to say getting down here was weird.
Yeah, I'm
either way,
to do that one.
We could do either one. Okay. Let's do it.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out. Barely a way in.
Remember our question about a princess, the princess? I think we were right.
Yeah, I think the answer was yes.
Yes, indeed.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before?
Yeah, sorry, narrator.
Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
That is kind of interesting that the mere concept of us thinking something is true seems to make it true.
Yes. Kind of from anybody, though. Like, from the narrator, from us. Like, it just becomes true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is intriguing.
Yeah.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now. What's your name? For all I know, you're locked up. There's more of you now. You're apparently a threat to the world. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. Oh god, this is all one option. How is this all one option?
That's weird.
Oh, it's because we're trying to break her by doing 3 things at once. I'm trying to get you out of here, try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave the basement. Regretfully, okay, yeah, this is interesting.
Ooh,
so do that.
Yes.
Okay, do you want me to say anything else, or do we want to jump straight there?
I'm open to whatever. If you want to say something else first, that's cool. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
What's amazing is that the art for the princess, those are 3 unique pieces of art. Like, look at them. Like, her hands are different, like her pose and lighting and everything.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're different princesses.
Yeah, I know. It's just so good. Oh my god.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Okay, now do the, ask.
Are we sure? Because they just, okay, so, all right, back up. Let's back up for a sec.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
It's just, they just said that if we keep talking, the more we talk, the more we break. And they said, go do the knife thing, but our only option is this one. So we can either go try to resolve this, or we can make it worse. Which do you want to do?
Okay, so that last option is resolving, is moving on, you think? Yeah.
It's the only action we have.
Mm-hmm.
So
then maybe say more things, because then once we do that, I imagine that's going to create even more like fractures.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
let's break this thing as far apart as we can.
Yeah,
you can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Okay, that didn't.
Okay.
Let's see. For all I know, do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Making you itch too.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
If I let you out of here, what are you gonna do? That's our only other explorer. Do you want to keep talking?
Yeah, talk one more time.
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it? I just want to live my life. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under?
You can't be contrarian if there are no answers.
That's funny. We really are putting our character in situations. The contrarian can't even stand this.
I love that.
Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
We can
Do
only
it
do
all.
all of it. Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
let's do all of it. At least we got a few more by delaying.
I hope we get a bunch of narrator voices. That would be pretty funny.
I'll see.
But yeah.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. This is what the end of the world looks like. What a mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Bye.
Bye.
falls apart.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I guess we're at the end of... I guess the thing is about to grab her.
Is this the stranger? Did we do
it's
it?
Gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Love the honesty, contrarian.
Oh no, Catty Cake Spy Kids be like, oh no. Hey, you ever think about how fucked up the movie Spy Kids is? 'Cause it's
Everyone,
pretty
every
fucked
blue
up.
moon.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not gonna fix you. Say nothing.
Oh God. Do we want to try and pull her apart? Or do we want to say, I don't think you're supposed to be fixed?
I don't know. Both are equally interesting to me. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed is a fascinating answer. It's definitely the most interesting of the answers, but I don't know if that's necessarily the one we want to pick. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like that's more definitive, but if we say I'll do my best, then maybe something else happens. I don't know.
Want me to go for it? Which one?
I'm torn. That's funny. I'll do my best. Want
Alright.
to try?
Yeah, sure. Oh, nope.
Oh, we're not allowed.
The illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. Thanks!
Great.
But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone? Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We're just gonna approach the mirror, I think, this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach.
Okay.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. We've unraveled.
Oh. Oh.
You find
We
yourself
sure
in the
did.
long quiet once again. Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah. Okay. To the cabin.
You're at the cabin.
Hello, ma'am.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Oh.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have any thoughts on the vessel? Yeah. Which of those do you want to say?
I mean, we've been wondering if there actually are people. We could do that one. There's supposed to be a world out there, but we don't really know.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Oh.
Do you think that anything is real out there?
Yeah.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
Mm-hmm.
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does. But you're going to keep that to yourself.
Oh, we don't
To
actually
us.
answer.
Yeah, it's not in quotes.
I like when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do
Maybe.
not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Oh, what's this say?
It says if this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
Oh. Oh, then we can attack the entity.
We've always had the option to attack the entity and destroy our body. Both of those have been there since the beginning.
That's so interesting. I don't want to do either of those yet, but at some point I do want to do those.
Yeah.
I'm curious about what destroy our body means.
I would make a save before that. Yeah, yes, I would make a save before we do that.
Mm-hmm. I gotta stop sipping this tea. Oh my god.
If you
get it
put
out
it
of
away.
my reach.
I am gonna ask, do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? And then maybe we should go back.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair enough. All right, do we want to go back?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Wait. Does this mean...
It seems like she thinks she's almost ready to awaken. I feel like we have more routes that we would want to do, so we'll figure that out.
There's more of her we need to know about.
Huh.
But that is just me.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay. You gonna make a new save?
Yes.
Okay. What are we doing this time? Do we want to approach one of those that we already did? Do we want to do one of the knife or no knife iterations? Do we want to try and make the specter happen, but then kill the specter? Or, any one of those that we're talking about?
I kind of want to try taking the knife, but then throwing it away. If only to prove whether or not that's an actual action, because I think that would help us down the line.
Oh, you mean like down when we're with the princess?
Yeah, take the knife down and then throw it away.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Maybe?
Oh, thank you, Firelex, for the sub. Thank you very much. Yeah, we could try that.
Okay, let's try that.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Okay.
Anything new in here? Or not really?
Probably not. It's a chapter 1.
Okay.
Let's go to the cabin.
Let's just go. Silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
All right.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Okay.
Proceed. Whoa. Oh.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The blade.
We could probably skip this, right?
Yep. Let's take the blade.
Let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the table.
Okay. Down we go.
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay.
Hi. Do we want to say something, or do we want to just continue down?
I mean, we're not going to just go stab her, though, right? So we need to talk with her.
Yeah. Hi. We could do that. I don't
Don't
think we've ever done that.
stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs
Hi.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. Just here to talk. I haven't decided yet.
I haven't decided yet. I like that.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look
Sure.
how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
Drop it. Yeah.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Them eyes.
Those are some eyes.
Those are some eyes.
Hello, ma'am.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty, awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough.
Do we want to handle this like a really regular conversation? Like, I don't know.
Which of these
regular,
is that? Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. I kind of like that.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Well,
I have my reasons. Do you think I'd come here to kill someone even without knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're supposed to end the world. I've been told things, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to believe.
I kind of like that too. Yeah.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
They is an interesting word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How would I get you out of here?
Yeah, because everything else is, we can ask.
Yeah.
How long have you been down here? Have we ever found that out?
I can ask.
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Deflect? What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No. But I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information a secret from me. No. And if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am inclined to trust them. Remain silent.
That one's kind of fun.
Okay.
Narrator won't like that,
Sooner or
though.
later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Slay the princess. Actually, I've changed my mind and I don't trust you. Examine the chains. I'll see what I can do.
Sure, yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Can we will it?
Well, it feels like the narrator is willing it. It's like, nope, it doesn't. It doesn't exist. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
And if you believe me, then it doesn't exist. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of there? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Yeah, I think we've done these before, but let's do
well,
that
but it was
second one.
It was a different route.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see whether the narrator intercedes this time or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay.
Is someone else
All right,
here?
man.
So this is basically Damsel v2. It's like Damsel, except for our relationship is very different.
Yes. She's like, well, this is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door? Yeah.
But it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Fine.
What if we just
You make
slay
your
the
way
princess?
back to the bottom of the stairs.
We probably
This
can.
would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, I mean, this is, if we save her, that's just becoming, oh no, you're right, that's just Damsel, right? 'Cause that's what
But it
she
won't
cuts
be
her.
Damsel. It's the
No,
same
it's not.
actions of Damsel, but like this ain't our
isn't
lovely
Damsel.
Princess Peach. Yeah.
No.
Our relationship is very I don't think we're gonna get the smitten out of this, regardless of what we do.
We could be so betrayal and just
We could
just
slay
try
her.
and slay her.
I guess the question is, does that lead us to Spectre? Probably not, because our relationship with the Spectre was different. But maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how close or how far away. I'm gonna assume that both of these are different.
Yeah, because I don't think you can't get them again, can you? We can't get Spectre or Damsel again because we already got them.
You're right. So both of these are new things. So
Gonna get us something.
Whatever one you feel.
I kind of want to save her. I want to do both. I like them both. But if we save her, I wonder if she'll be like, thanks, kill, and then kills us or something.
Probably. We have to get to chapter 2 somehow. So
That's true.
Probably.
Yeah, that is true. Is there something you're feeling that you want to explore?
I'm fine with saving her now, and we can always come back and see what the other route is.
Sure.
But I'm kind of curious, given our very tense relationship, what this could lead to.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No,
Okay.
you won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay, it's one of these again. Yeah. Do we warn
Warn
her?
her, or do we slay the princess?
Previously we warned her.
We did.
We could try that again, or we could just slay her.
Do we? Yeah, I guess the question is, do we want to do this the same way as the damsel route and see what it gets us, or do we just want to? I don't know.
Let's just slay her.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Oh, I believe you. Slay the princess.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it.
No.
She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade
Oh.
pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you
We're
can
gonna
react,
get beat
rears
to
back
death.
and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
We like hella
You fall to
betrayed
your knees.
her.
You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
It can't just end like this, right?
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We really just got beat to death.
Damn. Yeah.
The tower.
Tower.
Well,
Oh.
You're on a path
was rough.
in the woods.
That was
And
rough.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I can't even imagine what the princess is gonna be this time. Like, straight up, I don't know.
I don't know. Things went so like askew and wrong in all of that. Like, wow.
I mean, it was powerful.
was
I
really
have a
good.
newfound respect and fear of her, but also like, I can't. I'm very curious what that brings out of her. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, she was pissed.
Yeah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Who are we gonna get with us?
Great
Who's our
question.
our personality? Is it gonna be like? I don't think it would be the stubborn.
She's gonna kill me again. Proceed to the cabin. She's gonna. This one.
gonna
This
kill
one
me
tends
again.
to tell us at least who's with us. Let's see who is
Yeah.
with us.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
We were so bad.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows?
Broken.
There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Broken.
She's just going to kill us again.
Welcome back, I guess.
I mean, yeah, we did get really like stepped on last time.
we did.
so-
We broke pretty hard. So
Yeah.
that's fair, I guess.
Which is interesting that it's funny that the previous chapter for the stranger, we didn't have the broken, because I guess the broken in here is like broken spirit.
Yeah, I think this is like,
yeah.
it's not worth the effort, because even armed and she without an arm, she beat us handily. So it's like, what do we even think we can do here?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah, what
here?
game are we playing here?
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this. Why should I listen? Okay, let's proceed to the cabin.
Sure. Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yes.
We might as well
Yes.
just
Yes.
pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Oh, now that would be interesting.
Yeah,
What if
it's
we
like
pledge ourselves to her, like we will serve you, and then
she is the monarch and we are the vassal. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
an interesting thought. Interesting.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I
Oh, we're
agree.
definitely
If
doing
she's
that.
wrongfully
Yeah.
imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Don't give up yet, Broken. You might just have a say.
Yep.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is her, like, domination arc. This is like...
Yeah, or like she's a princess in a tower now.
Oh, I thought it was more like she's the emperor. She's the force.
Oh, okay, that's cooler.
She's the dominant. Cooler. She's the alpha.
Step on me.
I mean, like, look at what we're dealing with here. And also she stepped on us to death. So, like, you know.
Should we be really big? That would be cool. If we walked in and she's like, so big.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
We're a wee bird.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade, or enter the basement. Are we pledging ourselves to her?
Oh, if we pledge ourselves to her, we probably don't want the blade, right? Or do we want to have the blade to be like, we serve you, like with our tiny toothpick of a blade? I don't know. What are you feeling? So I would say we enter the basement without it.
Okay.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Bye, mirror.
Oh.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a small basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You
Yes,
weren't
ma'am.
kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Aww. Broken feels like maybe not the right name for this one.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
Giant
her
woman!
eyes glowing in the weak
She's
starlight,
beautiful.
her figure framed by a stained glass window.
Yes,
Her
ma'am.
long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Oh, we should have brought the knife.
Oh no, we should have brought the knife. We can go back and get it.
Kneel.
Oh. Yes. Sorry.
Yes. Okay, I'll follow that.
Or do we fight back?
I mean,
Like-
if we were gonna fight back, we probably should have brought the knife, but we can try. No?
If we just kneel, just do it. Do it. Do it.
On
do
her
it.
command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Okay, so this seems to solidify my thought on how this works, which and we've been talking about this a bit, about like if we think something, it's true, but I think that's more true than we've been giving it credit. In that, like, she was armed in the Razor Path, but only because we told her we thought she was armed.
Right.
She now is a goddess of destruction, but only because we told her we thought that she was a goddess of destruction. So it seems like whatever we think is true becomes true.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. In chapter 1, whatever we're thinking, whatever our immediate thought, like, you know, perception of her, like, that's what manifests.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I like how...
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
I like that she's so tall, and when we kneeled, like, it's cutting her off the screen.
Her crown. Can I? Nope, I can't quite get her fully in frame.
That's funny.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he?
What are we supposed to do to stop her?
Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Now I'm wondering, okay, if we try and fight her, will that make her bigger in, like, the next iteration in some way? I don't know.
Possibly. I wonder if we had brought our knife, whether that would have prompted her to fight us and then make her even bigger.
I don't know.
I don't know what our options are without knife, but we can see. Okay. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to in the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm yours to command.
Pledge ourselves. Let's ask the top one. What did she have planned?
I mean, she told us.
Oh, I guess that's true. Alter the world. Make some changes.
Yeah, or destroy the world so that something new can come in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we can definitely ask that one, don't get me wrong. But keep in mind, we can only really ask... A lot of times this progresses things, so let's be thoughtful about it. But we can maybe do this one. This one seems maybe safer. I don't know.
Benign, yeah.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Oh, okay.
If you're so powerful, why can't you break the chains yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Just because you're supposed to in the world doesn't mean you actually have to. Yeah, these are the 4. Do we want to try that one? Do we want to just say, I'm yours to command? Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. She'll be like, I'm going to destroy the world. But you could say that.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Yeah? Wow. just laughing to yourself over there?
Fascinating. I took a step back and I'm literally chin handsing. Really fast. I love this design. She looks really cool. Yeah. Should we just pledge? What do you want to do? I mean, what else are our options? I mean, we could try pushing one of these explorers.
Yeah, I might try the top explore just to see, because like it seemed obviously our only action is pledging ourselves, and maybe because we've already made the choice of this chapter of like knife or no knife or kneel or no kneel. So it may be that we're beyond choice at this point, but I might try
we might have
the
locked
top
it in.
one. Yeah.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, okay.
Oh,
sure,
so
sounds great.
Up. Yeah,
Bird
let's
priest.
do it. Bird
Your
priest.
will was so easily broken.
On her shoulders.
Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person.
Oh.
It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
No, yeah. Okay. We didn't skip one.
Okay.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Whoa.
She's gonna eat the narrator.
She's gonna take the narrator. What?
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Love that. Pink narrator. Princess narrator for the win.
Oh my god, this is how we got rid of the narrator with the big lady.
That's wild.
That's hot.
That's Allison, you okay? I feel like this chapter is really...
I'm great.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
That is so
Thank
wild.
You, narrator. Thanks for explicitly saying that. Okay, so hey, look, we're learning. We're learning something. And what if I don't believe it? What happens then? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. Break her chains.
And what if
at this point,
what happens? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What does exploring get us for either of these? Do you think?
Dialogue. At least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the top one does. This one may just be like an interesting, sorry, hero. This is where we're going.
Yeah. That's so interesting too.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
I'm gonna break her chains.
All right, break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
I like how she said, I am
What
free.
a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Take her hand.
What happens now?
Okay.
Nothing. And then, everything.
Yeah, fair.
Sorry.
Well,
I was just about to say, I'm so sorry,
Yep.
big lady, but you're gonna get eaten just the same as everyone else.
Yep.
But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Let's see what we look like now.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want
Sorry,
to
bud.
look at us.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it.
Who are we now?
You are nothing at all. A beak! It's a beak!
A beak! We got a toothy raven head!
Yeah, we got a beak!
Oh.
But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Hey,
Whoa,
big
whoa, whoa,
old
whoa.
raven bird.
Hey!
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Hey!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Blinking
Look
bird
at
eyes.
the bird eyes! The bird eyes! Oh my god!
So you're the narrator.
Whoa.
I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when the pieces of you break off like that? I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Maybe we should have asked things before we got down here, but that's okay. Are you a part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same? Has it been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? And destroy the mirror.
Oh my god, this chapter this route has got everything. This is so much.
I'm not sure this is tied to the route. I think this is just where we are.
Like in the narrative?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but you know, the being last time was like, I only need one more aspect. So
And that's true. I was interpreting this as because we picked a route where the narrator got kicked out. Now that we are free of interacting with the princess, the narrator has come back and is like, we gotta talk. And is exerting
maybe
influence in this, beyond space.
It's possible.
I don't know. It works really well either way.
Yeah.
Like the progression feels good, at least.
Okay.
Dang.
So
I kind of like the top option.
Sure.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. but you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh, the talking. I love
Yeah,
how
I love the
happens.
collage effect. It's very interesting.
Chief.
Yeah, doesn't like that. If you're not me, then what are you? If you're not me, then what are you?
Yeah. I want to ask everything. Oh my god.
I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Oh, we're on a timer.
Yeah.
I understand. We can only ask so many questions.
I've met you many times. Have you been the same? Have you been the same you all along?
That's a great question. Yeah, I
haven't,
like that.
And that's by both necessity and design.
Which we kind of knew, but that's
true.
okay.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay. Every time I ask
some
you
new ones in
something,
here.
it's like a piece of you breaks.
So you know about, what does it say?
So you know about the
Oh.
looping. So many of the times I've met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? If you made me, then what am I? Wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, what's
People
this?
out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Ooh.
I don't know if we,
How many do you think I'm gonna guess that we have like maybe 2 or 3 questions left.
if you made me, then what am I?
Sure. Yeah.
Or what is the princess? Did you make her too?
I liked that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh, there's some good questions in here.
Yep. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know this that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break? I'm
Okay.
sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Yeah.
Okay.
If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? You know about the looping. If you made me, what am I? Why did you make her a princess? How did you die? Of all the things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know? And what is my true identity? Destroy the mirror. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of questions.
There are so many questions. I can't believe that there are so many options and we only get like 3 more or something.
I know.
Like, I don't even know.
And some of them are implying things that haven't been said, which is hard too, because it's like...
Yeah, because then I'm like, we have to make like a little leap to make that choice to ask it as well, but...
Yeah, it's like, I would like the clarity offered by asking, if you made me, then what am I? Because I think we can sort of get the implication from what he said about the princess, but not really. But then if we do that, we might lose all of these options because these are all follow-ups to the princess one. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just why I kind of wanted to ask one of those, since it's sort of continuing the conversation of like, or our line of questioning.
Which of these is appealing to you?
Hold on, I need to look at them again. Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? Honestly, why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Okay, so it looks like we've got maybe 4 more questions.
Okay.
If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
Also a good question. Was there anything from the further down list, after everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Whoa. What's crazy is that, like, the options change, but you gotta keep scrolling down to find them. Like, they're kind of jumbled in here, you know what I mean? Like, it's not showing, like, the new options aren't at the top.
You said she contains death. What is she?
Yeah.
Want me to ask that one?
Sure.
She is the shifting mound.
No, we already...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The
Is that a
capacity to
waste?
change.
Yeah, that was a waste of one.
God damn it.
Okay. If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death? I'm gonna ask this one.
When I
Sure.
broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Okay.
I honestly, one of the things I wanted to ask was if you're gone, won't I be alone? Are we gonna not have a narrator? Or do we want to ask?
But this is asking if I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Oh, won't I destroy her? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Was there? Do we still have the question about like? Are you a part of me? Or are you something else? That's kind of what we already asked. Because the answer is yes.
If you made me, then what am I?
Yeah, I know you wanted to ask that.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
We are a god.
Yeah, we're the long quiet.
All right.
Okay.
We are the long quiet. Whoa. Oh. Right?
I'm gonna ask this one. The people out there, do they know about this?
Of course
Yeah.
not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Okay.
Oh.
If you made us, I want you to know that this has been torture.
Oh. I mean, it is. Yeah. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris?
We only have 2 more.
Yeah. A god. I always knew I was special. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. I don't want to... Anything new down here?
What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? I mean, that's worth asking.
Oh, yeah. That's worth asking. Yeah.
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the 2 of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
That was a big crash.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. I think it's time. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy.
Lie.
I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end.
Part of me kind of likes, we're doing this with her. I have to see what she thinks about all of this, too.
Sure.
We're going to pass this along.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you.
Oh.
When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
Well.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Looking
hey.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm sorry, I'm losing it at biblically accurate princess from Nochi-san.
I'm surprised we've reached this point just because I feel like we've barely shallowly scraped the surface with some of these, but that's
yes, okay. I agree. Like I wanted to give her more.
Yeah, I feel like more faces, more bodies for the princess.
Yes.
But let's see what she's learned, I guess.
Yeah.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet. But I don't know what that means. What happens now?
All three of the explore options are good.
I might do number 3.
Okay.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Did you know about the echo?
Yeah.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from 1 into 2, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need to answer before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led me to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what is going to happen when we proceed to this point. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. I think this is time. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. All right, let's go to the explorers.
Yeah.
Want to go down them?
Stories left.
Yeah.
Even as your eyes begin to open,
You still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this falling onto me?
I'm gonna ask the inevitability one, and then maybe go back up.
Okay.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Okay, so asking the 2 questions that showed her that I wasn't paying attention are gonna cause her to end us, it looks like.
It looks like it.
All
yeah.
right, that's fine. That's an ending.
She didn't like those. Yeah. Whoa!
Kaiju!
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
Yeah, hey Tower. I was about to say, it's interesting, the towers showed back up.
Yep.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
I missed when that was you. Submitting to you was a mistake. I would have destroyed you if I knew what you were. You were consumed by your own ego. I won't engage with violence. Remain silent.
I love the music here, by the way.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So
it's absolutely gorgeous.
This is wild.
Well, hey, our choices appear to have meaning right now because the tower is very present.
Yeah. That's kind of who we're facing currently.
Yep.
I'm torn between I miss when that was you and you were consumed by your own ego.
Let's do this one.
It's kind of spicy.
Yeah.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful. My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry what I did to you, but it was the only thing I could do. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how.
I like this this backwards progression.
Yeah.
Through our routes.
Agreed.
Also, I love what Lake Lockney said. She's every route, all the paths not taken, and infinitely more. Like, that's so cool.
I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now.
Yeah, do we think she will sort of, do we think she'll react in a, I don't know.
I mean, this is a fight. By the wording of the game, we are fighting her right now.
This is a boss fight, yeah.
Yeah, so, but I think the reason we ended was because we were scared. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw with a single pair of eyes what you needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are.
Cancel!
Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me. I won't engage with violence. I get it. That feeling never left me.
That feeling never left me. Yeah.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
Yeah.
Want to keep trying?
Yeah. Yes, keep trying.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
But without redemption, there can be no sin. And I would sacrifice everything to free you again. I won't engage with violence. I get it. But without redemption, there can be no sin?
Sure, yeah.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you for boundless angles. You are a body.
Best
You are
girl.
gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
It didn't last. It wasn't worth it. After everything you put me through, it felt good to watch you fall apart. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. I won't engage in violence.
Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go. But how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I was told there was enough of you and me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must not be able to change you. Then I must be able to change you. Yeah.
Those
one's
last
super
two are
interesting.
fascinating. Yeah. Those last two are very fascinating.
Want me to go for it?
Yeah.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Hey, buddy!
Oh!
Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear from you. I can do this alone. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed in here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
Oh my God, we could remake ourselves too.
I mean, yeah, if she can get all of her aspects, so can we. Which hero are you?
Exactly. Yeah, yes, yes.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
Yes.
I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
The music is so good, but I'm having a hard time hearing the
It's
hero.
okay. It's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready. No, I can do this on my own. Say nothing. I'm ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
We're back at my favorite version. Oh wait, we're rebuilding it. We're rebuilding it.
We're rebuilding it.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
There's a lot of bodies outside.
Oh my God, look at him watch. I didn't even notice. Oh my God.
One or two.
I was really hoping we'd get the whole squad, but I'm glad that we're at least here with the hero.
The heroes are the whole squad are all pieces of the hero, so far as I can tell. It's only when we get abstracted, the hero's at the heart of it. But we'll see. God, maybe we'll run into the others.
All the ladies in the window.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that, for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Take the blade, enter the... did anyone else make it?
Anyone else
confirm
make it?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
If the offer still stands, but could you describe the cabin for me for old time's sake?
Sure.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
Not much of a narrator, the hero.
I love the hero.
I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Okay. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to Godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Okay. Good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Take the blade or enter the basement.
Yeah. I think oh, God. Choices.
I mean, the hero said take the blade.
I kind of think we take the blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
He's thinking like us.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her.
Sure.
Hey.
Hey.
Not the most unhealthy version of her we've seen.
No.
Yeah.
She's not chained up.
Nope.
She's just here. Yeah.
I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I'm sorry. And slay the princess. Are you the same as you are out there?
Yeah.
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
Oh, we really fucked you up, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
We really did a number on you, didn't we?
Yeah, it's not fair. Her lack of her own autonomy is not fair.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
What's tough is that we keep trying to throw autonomy back at her, and she keeps being like, you don't get it. I don't have it. This is for you to decide.
Well, and she also kind of makes fun of us about it too. Like, at least the God version is like, oh yeah, not much of an active player, this one. It's like, yeah, well, but you know.
Yeah. Like, it's so funny because we can't, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like with this run, we've been trying to approach interacting with the princess as like trying to, you know, consider her engagement and involvement and, you know, thoughts, opinions, you know, giving her, like you said, any sort of autonomy. And the whole time she's just been like, it's...
Well, in some of the routes. I mean, we handed the reins over to her in possession where she did have autonomy. She took over us.
That's true.
And,
that's true.
You know, in the Razor, she eviscerated us. And, and
I guess,
you know,
in the tower, we
literally submitted to her. Yeah, like yes, you are correct. With the one variant being us walking away, which was an active choice.
Yeah.
Damsel though, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's so interesting because like that was the one where we didn't give that to her. And she was like a cardboard
Yeah, it was rough.
person.
I didn't like that one very much.
Yeah, it was really rough.
Yeah. No, but I agree. I do think it is interesting how often we've tried to toss it back into her court.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be another way. What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I don't want to have to hurt anyone.
Yeah, I was also going to say it's interesting to say I don't want to be a god, but I don't know what...
I mean, yeah, we can say that.
I'm not sure what that would get us, but yeah.
Honestly, me neither.
Oh.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Sure.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Oh.
Well, because hypothetically, if we want to play more, this is a great quote-unquote ending for us to hit, because we could go play more. But
that's true. Yeah, it feels canonically like we've reset back to before, and then when we pick up for another route, it's like, you know, the two previous options, like, well, as the universe careens towards entropy, we will find ourselves back here eventually.
Yeah,
and maybe we already have.
Lucky for them, this is the first time, but that doesn't mean it's the last time.
God, yeah.
Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to have to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay. Well, let's do it. I believe in us. Let's ask and see how we're feeling.
Yeah.
What people?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Okay.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
Yeah, if we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
With the addition of, this isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Oh.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
Yeah.
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Oh, so that gave another option. All right, that brought back the slaying options.
Yeah, it brought back the slay the princess options. Do we want to agree with the plan?
Huh. I kind of want to ask that top one, though.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
And
how do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time. Forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Also, it feels appropriate because then it does feel like we come back to this.
Yeah.
And like, I love the idea that the gods of death and renewal are in a constant lock for eternity.
I agree, but I also like the fact that we still have more to learn. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like it's not a, at least for us right now, it's not a futile loop because each time we process more of what's going on in each other.
Yeah, so like even though we only got 5, if we play this again, like, and again and again,
it's new aspects.
That just adds to it.
Yeah, and
Yes.
every time we get back here, we know each other a little more.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, let's do it.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
And if one of those times we learn enough to where we do make a different choice, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Yeah, I guess there's no...
I don't think we believe that yet, but maybe one day. I love you.
I love you?
Just do it. I'll see you soon.
I like I'll see you soon. I think
do
we
too.
might say I love you one day, but I don't think it's
I don't think
in
we're there
this
yet.
iteration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
I love you.
Well, but she feels it.
Oh.
Now I feel bad.
Oh, no,
Wait,
we
go ahead
didn't
and
say
stab
it.
us.
Wait,
This
go
is
back.
awkward now.
Wait, choices. Oh god.
Oh, that's awkward.
Wow. Oh my
You're on
god.
a path in the woods.
All right, welcome back.
Is a cabin. And
And in the basement of that cabin,
oh my god,
is a princess.
Wow. No wrong choices except for that one.
we made a wrong choice. But the best part is we made a wrong choice with utter agreement between the two of us, so we have to live with that, and that's okay. Next time, that's the whole point. Maybe next time we'll believe it.
Exactly. Okay, can I ask a question? Do we want to take a quick break, and then do we want to? Well, I guess we continue onward. We just came back here, or do we want to play this out and see what happens right here? What do you think?
We're back in chapter 1.
Yeah, it just took us back to chapter.
Yeah, we told them to reset. We're back at the beginning. Back at the beginning with you. What I will say, okay, if it's okay, are you good for a moment? Because I would like to decompress, if that's okay. I don't really. Do we have to jump to break?
No, we can talk.
Okay, we just beat the game, so I'd like to talk about how we felt about the game.
I mean, I was gonna, the fact that the narrator popped up and said you're on a path in the woods, I was like, all right, here we go again. Like,
I mean, like, you know, I how do we feel about the game? I'm sorry, you really threw me off with that.
I'm really sorry. Well, actually, I have one more thing. I'm gonna throw you off even more. What if we keep talking through the narrator here and see if there's anything different that happens here at the beginning, or if it just takes us into a route, or you just want to talk about it?
To slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe that's the only reason for killing this?
Is it all the same?
Yeah.
Is it all the same? Wow.
Yes?
Okay. Fascinating. Okay, let's.
You're on a path. Okay, there we go. Credits. And at the end of the path is a cabin, says the achievement we just got.
I love that. I was trying to see if we could get credits to trigger or something. That was good. Hey, Patreon alpha testers.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, it's Happy and Tony and Spoons.
That also looks so much like coriander.
So yeah, Spoons does look like coriander a lot. Oh my god. Oh, and these are the tracks.
And we got a whole bunch of options that we can do.
Wow. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's decompress. Let's talk about this.
I will say, just as a heads up for everybody watching, if we sit here long enough, the princess will jump scare us. So just like giving you the heads up.
Can we? Let's go to the preferences page. We've locked her out. I bet when we return, she'll be like facing us, like
she'll cracked face right up in our face.
Yeah, she'll jump scared all the way up in front of us for sure. Oh, wow. Wow.
I will say the rhythm there at the end kind of has thrown me off a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
That was a you. That's not a you problem. That's I think the return to the start and then the multiple clicks before you hit credits just threw me off. It's fine.
That I was a little confused by that for a sec.
I get why they did it, except for I was so ready to go play more that it threw me asunder.
That's the same. That's why I said let's go to break, because I'm like, oh, we're just gonna play more.
I think did she just jump scare us?
I think so. Go back.
Oh no, she didn't. The music did.
Oh, the music did a thing.
Okay. Anyway, slay the princess, huh?
Wow. Oh my god. That the problem I'm having is that I need to play more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
And I don't mean that as like a problem, but I need to play more.
Yeah, no. I am ready to jump back in and play more. Things I will say. I loved the reverse order princess aspect montage with the god version of her. Yes. I thought that was fantastic. It was such a celebration of every choice that we've made. It was eerie. The music was beautiful. The writing was delectable, as was the voice acting. So I absolutely loved that. I thought the final scene with the true princess, the heart of the princess, however we want to treat it, was deeply endearing.
Yes, and then it literally, it came back to, you know, the first choice: does she kill us or do we kill her?
Yeah,
you know.
I like even bringing the knife in or not bringing the knife in. I feel like my feeling of I want to play more is that like I felt like we hadn't earned that regard. And I don't mean that in a negative or positive way. I more just mean that like when she was the mound, I believed that sort of like, you know, we are everything, we are every version of ourselves, and I love you despite you know, the harm we do to one another. But when it was just her at the heart of things, I felt like we hadn't earned it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I understand what you mean. I mean, that's literally why we made that choice.
Yeah.
Was because we're like, I think this version of us can love her, but I don't know if we do, because, you know, all of the choices we made were all of these like, you know, submitting to her will, putting her up on a pedestal, or turning her into this nothing person that we idealized. You know what I mean?
It was like we couldn't meet her where she was. We either submitted and defaced ourselves, or we made her small so that we could be with her. It was, you know,
in a vision of like what we wanted. Yeah. Which I think is cool. I mean, that's a cool interpretation. Also, there's something to be said about like if that's her reaction out of all of that as well, you know? Like,
yeah, I
don't know.
I struggle. The first thing they tell you before even the screen we're on is this is a love story. And the final thing she says is I love you. And I think that is really interesting, and again, I found that sequence very moving. But in a relationship where we only do harm to one another, I'm not sure I've quite reached the point where I understand how we reach that love, and whether that love is something that is good. You know, I'm struggling with that a little bit.
Yeah. To me, I think it's just that last point is like, is that love good? Like, you know, we truly have done nothing but, you know, hurt each other, break each other apart, make each other worse, be in this like this toxic back and forth with her. And in the end, if like her response is I love you, and it's like, to me, I think that kind of speaks volumes to the depthness of the depravity of this relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I'm interpreting it, but I think what you're saying is completely valid. Like,
I'm not trying to put it in like a moral place necessarily. I think it's more like I think I'm left not knowing how to feel about it, because like it's possible that there are routes we haven't taken where things are better, and it's possible that there are routes that we haven't taken where things are much worse, and that would probably change the tone. It's like if the words stay the same, your perception of them shifts based off of the choices that you make, and that's great for a choice-based game. Based off of the choices we made, I don't know where I fall.
Sure.
Transparently, based off of the choices we made, I was all for killing the princess. Or not killing the princess, sorry. I was all for letting the princess out. Sorry, I just spoke the wrong words. I was all for freeing the princess.
Sure, yeah.
Because, like, I don't know why we would kill death. Like, you know, that's not in alignment with where we're at. So I was all for, like, just letting her go and taking her hand and going into the world. We kept on, I wanted to see more, and seeing more got us into the heart of things. It's like, oh, well, here we are now. But maybe different choices would make going to the heart feel different. Maybe different choices would make slaying the princess feel different. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. And I also feel like I kind of wish we had had the chance to get more iterations of her before we ended up at the heart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that this is setting you up to continue playing. But it feels like it feels like 5 wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But also, if we went any longer, it could have felt too long, potentially.
Well, and it's also possible that we felt that because 4 of our 5 were early...
Short.
Yeah, were short ones.
Yeah, that's true.
So it might have been different if we'd gotten longer routes consistently. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. If we got more chapter 3, 4 onward, I don't know if there's more than 4 chapters potentially. So yeah, I think it's a result of like the feeling. I think is a result of the choices we made.
Mm-hmm.
That was fascinating.
I love this game. Sorry, I want to be clear. I am asking these questions because I love this game and I'm engaged. Look, our hero might not have said they love the princess, but I love the princess. I love this
princess. Game. Yes, this is so good. Okay, this game is making me feel so many things. I'm like, you know what's funny is I was feeling Outer Wilds feelings a little bit to some extent. Because it's also the world is ending. What are you doing at the end of the world? But in a vastly, vastly, vastly different way. But it just has that sort of cosmic horror to it that, you know, that game evokes as well. I
agree with
just
that, and then I also sort of disagree with that. And the only reason I disagree with that is because, and we've said it multiple times, I don't know that the world exists.
Yes!
And that's where I struggle is like, it's presented as cosmic horror. It's all about, will the world end? You make a choice about, you know, is a world without death worth living in? Or is it worth restarting the universe? You know, those are the stakes. But the reality of the framework of the game is about the relationship. It's about, you know, them choosing what's best for them, not necessarily for the world, because we've never gotten any evidence the world exists.
Yeah. I wonder if other like routes or iterations will reveal any bit of the rest of the world, or if we are just perpetually trapped in this, you know, sub-dimension outside of the universes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's sort of like
that would certainly change my perspective on things.
Yes, yeah. Because that means that you cannot have, even though you're sort of being told and you're getting this information about the outside world, you're so within a vacuum. You can't have that. You can't have that information, or else it'll influence you in some way. So
except the narrator feeds it to us, but doesn't show it to it. Yeah, it's like, yes, I agree. Clearly, you're not supposed to have it, but also the narrator, probably because anything that we decide is true. If we say the world is out there, I guess that means it is.
The world is out there. Yeah. Or it's that the narrator is so desperate that their narrator is saying whatever it takes, and if it's gonna take, you know, saying that, you know, there are people outside that you need to be outwardly motivated for saving to get you to do anything, then the narrator will just say anything. I don't know.
A fascinating game, a truly fascinating game, and I am excited to see more routes because I anticipate that my perspective of this game will shift more as we continue.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I want to just want to play this game. I want to see all of its little nooks and crannies like so bad. And like the art is so good. Like the art is excellent. The writing, but all of the voice performances by the 2 actors. Yeah. Which is like, I keep forgetting that there are only 2 people. Like, they are so good. Oh my God. They deserve everything from after this. Like,
they absolutely do. Also, this is such a, like, dream role, like, or dream production. Like, oh my God. What I wouldn't give to be in something like this, where you get to have this much fun, because that's what's clear is that both of them are just having the time of their lives, and I love that.
Absolutely, and also like what an absolute chef's kiss for casting Johnny Sims as the narrator in this, because in like my mind, he is the narration of horror now. That's kind of who I associate with like something like this, and it just feels so like an absolute marriage of talent and tone, and I don't know what else to say. Like it's just it's perfect. It's perfect casting. I love it so much.
I completely agree.
God. and Nicole Goodnight is like fucking blowing it away.
Yeah, and she got to flex so hard in the final battle, which was wonderful. I was so glad to hear it. They're just doing such a good job, and even more again, the joy with which they're performing comes through, and that is what like matters most.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all them, and holy shit. Oh my god. Gina, this game is so good.
I know. All right, this time let's go to now that we have have a conversation about it. Let's go take a quick break, and maybe we can get one more route in before we end today.
I think that sounds fantastic. I think we'll take a quick stretch break, bathroom break, go get a beverage, get a drink, and then when we come back, we'll start this process all over again.
Yeah.
See what that gives us.
Sounds like a plan. See you all in just a moment. Welcome back from break, everybody. I hope you are hydrated and got a good stretch.
Yes, indeed. I went and replaced my tea. I have new tea now that hopefully shouldn't taste like I'm licking a cabin floor.
I mean, I was about to say, the bar is on the floor, so I'm hoping you were able. It's literally on the floor. So I hope that you can improve upon where your previous tea sat, and I'm glad that you have a better cup now.
Yeah, it can be nothing but better after this. Although I am realizing that it is late in the evening and I made myself a caffeinated tea. So
maybe it wasn't the best call.
That's fine. I'm just going to be playing Baldur's Gate for maybe 3 more hours after we're finished playing this game.
Fair enough. That's a choice. Okay.
Yes. I was thinking about where to go for this next run, and we were literally just talking about how we were hoping to reach a point where we could say I love you to the princess. However, counterpoint, what if we went genocide? What if we just slayed the princess at every chance we got? And even if we extended the chance, whenever it gives us the chance to go back and do a slay, we do a slay.
So truly follow the narrator at every turn.
Yeah, slay the princess.
Okay.
What if we slayed the princess?
We can slay the princess. I am fine to try to slay the princess.
What if we found love in a hopeless place?
I mean, it is interesting because we submitted to the princess last time, and this time we will be submitting to the narrator. But that is okay.
A bit, yes. I kind of want to say sweet. I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution.
That's the spirit.
That's it.
You make your way up the short path. A warn, we're not going to go through with this, right?
Yes.
She's a
Can
princess.
you make a save?
We're supposed to save Ignore.
Sure. I mean, it's a brand new game.
Oh, is it just a new game? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll make saves as we go then.
Yes.
Cool. Let's do it.
So we know this is going to start with us going the corpse route, the specter route, but we'll see from there.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yes.
The air.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get to specter, and then we'll veer. Does that sound
we'll go
okay?
From there. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
You take the blade from the table. The door to her voice.
Who's that?
She sounds. Don't let it. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Yes. Okay.
You walk down the stairs and
Hello.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so... Focus on the task.
And there you are,
Yes,
Are you here
I
to
am.
kill me or something?
All right, we're gonna steal our nerves.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
My belief
I'm
that I
probably chained
can.
up in this basement
Yep.
for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We've willed her to be unarmed.
Slay the princess.
Slayer.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Okay, I'm gonna start clicking through because we know we're about to get stuck in the.
We're about to get, put in the void.
Yep. Of course, she's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's over. With your work, you did that.
Okay.
You open the cabin door, ready to only what? Everyone.
Hey, look, it's us. We now know that.
Yep, that is true. That is us. Oh man. Look, it's the long quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Time passes. Psst.
Of course we are. I like it here.
Hey, the hero.
Well, more please. The little. Eventually you pass.
Yay!
We did it. Saved everyone. That we apparently.
Oh, I should have questioned it. Oops. I clicked too fast. I clicked too fast. Oh no!
Eternal bliss. Yay,
You're
did
right,
it.
Allison. I should have made a save. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a sec. God.
Oh my God.
My bad.
It's okay.
Focus on.
And there you are.
You step.
Oh,
Stabby
and
stab.
She's. You feel.
This is.
Sorry to keep stabbing you, ma'am.
It's fine. This is. We just started over.
Why don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
What?
That's bullshit. Let me out of
What's
here.
done? This is.
Oh.
Hell no. Do you have
Let's
any
see.
idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're the. He's you.
Okay. Anything to get out of this hell?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Okay.
Whatever. The princess's body is dust and you pick up the blade. The end.
The end.
Sorry,
All right,
the
Spectre.
bones. Okay,
all right.
there
All
we
right.
go.
All right. I'm gonna stop clicking through now because now we're
You're
at
on
places
the
where we
path.
can do different
You're here.
things.
Yes.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
Yeah.
A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie. She won't.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
Once
You can hear
once
wind
narrator's
whistling
finished.
outside,
Actually, we can probably
banging the
skip this,
shutters
right?
Against the window.
Sure.
The blade is your. It feels like
I just have a question.
Yeah.
So, did we get confirmation or clarification on whether or not the narrator created the princess, or are we just two diametrically opposed forces always at all times?
The narrator created both of us, but as aspects of greater concepts. But we
greater
also
concepts,
didn't get to
okay.
ask enough questions.
That's true, because
Yeah,
I'm trying to think about like what the narrator, before the narrator became a shadow, an echo of their former self, and the princess, or whatever the princess was before she was the princess, like what their relationship was to each other.
I mean, it seems like the narrator just wanted to escape death, and so trapped death away as an entire concept so that people could live without the fear of the end.
That's fair. Yeah.
But
yeah.
also, we didn't get to ask enough questions. So
True.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Take the blade.
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement?
Yeah. And the mirror goes away.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
The Spectre's actually my favorite. Yeah.
I was going to say, I really like the Spectre, too.
Yeah, I like the meme of loving the Razor because, oh, man, what a woman. But no, the Spectre is genuinely my favorite of the bunch.
And I like leaning into the trope of the tower as well, but I also love the Spectre. Like, just... They're all so good.
Oh, they are also good.
Sorry.
Yeah, no love for the damsel. But I am very intrigued. To be honest, this time is the slay all day. My offer for the next one is I want to do some variants on the damsel because I think there's something really interesting to be found there, but I don't know what it is.
Yes, I think that's totally correct. I was actually going to say, even though no love for the damsel, caveat that with I appreciate the purpose of the damsel, and I want to kind of, like you said, push that a little bit.
Yeah. So. I also still want to save the princess in chapter 1 after going down with the knife and tossing it away. I still want to see what happens there. That was what we were going to do when we were going in for the tower. And I'm just curious what happens if you don't betray her.
Yeah.
And so many options for the future.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
He's so cute.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Gina!
Oh, it's you.
I realized.
Hi, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah?
We didn't even talk about Halloween because we're immediately post-Halloween. This was our Halloween game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm derailing a little bit, but... Did you get any trick-or-treaters?
No, I was about to say I have nothing to talk about for Halloween. I got candy, but no, I didn't get any trick-or-treaters.
Oh, that's a bummer. There's definitely kids in your neighborhood.
Sure are. And I got it. I don't know what to tell you.
What the hell?
I think they all go. I think there's just like a local area that all the kids go to.
They just leave?
Yeah,
that's fair.
my neighborhood growing up was like that too. But yeah. I didn't talk about it because I didn't have anything to talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry. The neighborhood I live in is the neighborhood that everybody travels to go trick-or-treating in. So it was hella busy. And I had a bunch of kids recognize me. So I was Yor Forger from Spy Family and Victor was Lloyd. So I had like maybe about half the kids came up and they're like, oh, you're Yor! And it was very cute.
That is very cute.
It was adorable. There were also lots of Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man kids running around, which is, in my opinion, a little young, but I guess that's the target audience for those anime. Maybe not for, I don't think for Chainsaw Man.
No, I don't think so, but also, you know, I watched some age-inappropriate anime growing up, so I can't judge.
Same, but
I judge the parents for letting them dress up like that without knowing what they're dressing up as, but I can't blame the kids.
That's a bit, yes. The Demon Slayer kids were pretty cute though, because all of the Demon Slayer groups were Tanjiro and what's her name? Nezuko, the siblings. Like they were all sibling pairs dressed as the two of them.
That's very cute.
It was actually kind of cute. And the one of them, I was like, "Oh yeah, you're from Demon Slayer." And the one girl, her head shut up, and she was like, "Oh, you knew!" It was just so
yeah, it's
cute.
only the most popular anime in the world other than One Piece.
Yeah, kid. Back in my day, you didn't. We had to pirate that shit. It was very cute, but yeah. The Chainsaw Man ones always make me kind of side-eye a little bit at those parents. But it was cute. It was a lot of fun. And I didn't run out of candy, thankfully. I bought
awesome.
so much candy this year. I was like, I'm not going to run out. Anyway, I just had to... I realized I didn't share my Halloween, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
That's all. The ghost.
The Jack Skellington. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, we can continue.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I love that she gets up in your space.
So she has
I
a
agree.
body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I also just love the animation of it. All right, slay the princess.
Yeah.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? We've already said that. Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to be you're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time. You're dead, or mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? What do you want from me? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? Slay the princess harder? Fine, if I can't hurt you, then I'm not really, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going.
Leave her in the basement.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask team what their thoughts are.
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body, but those bones look very, very real. Maybe breaking them breaks her. Or maybe burying them would put her to rest. Don't take any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should stop looking for loopholes and try harder to actually slay her. But we are trying.
Slay her harder?
Slay her harder.
Slay all day? Slay her harder, or smash her bones.
Or smash her bones.
I'll smash her bones.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, let's do it.
Push through the princess and rush the pile of bones on the floor, swinging your fist down and smashing through what remains of her ribcage. The ancient bones splinter, then crumble, reduced to dust almost instantly.
Those bones aren't me. I'm me. But you've made it obvious that you don't want to help. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss I'm not afraid of you? Stare at her in silence. Step away. Stare at her in silence.
Sure.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking.
The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed, starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Slay the princess!
Yeah.
Swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little.
Ooh,
In
color.
her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll
Chapter
never know.
3?
As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark. And
The wraith.
The wraith.
you're on a path in the woods. Here we go.
Ooh.
Off to slay her again.
Much more dramatic woods.
Ooh, gross. Okay.
We made her very mad, especially considering that, like, we know the Spectre was, like, nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's really sad.
yeah,
honestly.
it's sad. We're ruining that, but that's okay because we're slaying all day. That's our whole thing.
We've decided that what she is a wraith and a this evil cursed undead being, and that's what we're making. Great.
Deck's stacked,
Awesome.
isn't it? We kill her, we start
Welcome
again.
back!
She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Such a pleasure to have you back, The Cheated. Always a pleasure.
Oh, so good.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Well, I got news for you.
The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Not if they're creative with
Worth noting, the narrator has not said a word yet.
Okay, so you've already...
Oh, there they are.
Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. Sound like me? If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Well, you're right. That did happen first. We got the good ending.
We did it. We got the good end.
Yeah.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit. So you killed yourself. Yes. And then she killed us.
Actually, this is interesting because it flies in the face of what the narrator is trying to do. The narrator is trying to create a world where there is no death and it is infinite, tedium where you just say you're happy. And so the narrator's like, I gave you exactly what I've been fighting for. And we're like, dude.
Yeah. The narrator's like, I gave me exactly what I have been fighting for.
Exactly. That's what this whole system is designed to do. Yeah, no, I think that's really interesting.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. Why should we help you? So you can just lock us away forever again? No, I don't think so. Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her. Now, wouldn't that be something? It would. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Thankfully, you all aren't the ones actually making the decisions, are you? You know what you have to do. You have to slay her. You have to save the world. Nothing matters more than this. Don't play by his rules. Everything here's rigged. Everything here's changing to whatever's convenient for him. Even the woods are changing. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the narrator we met in the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. We've killed.
Oh, that's the same one. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. What was the inhalation for?
My gasp was, is it referencing our previous game? But
No. We started a new game. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. Proceed to the cabin. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. Want to ask what happens if we don't go to the cabin?
Yeah.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
Ugh, of course she does.
So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out.
Only we don't have to see her.
That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that. A delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. More rules, more rhetoric. Since when is there a wrong way to slay her? I'm sick of it. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Okay.
I love the cheated.
I love the cheated. The cheated is fantastic.
So funny.
I'm gonna ask the second. Well, okay. We're on slay all day route, right?
We are.
Okay,
yeah.
so we can ask the rest of these, but we're gonna go slayer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
Yeah, let's do it.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
It is interesting that this time they gave us the option to turn around, though. I do
did.
think that's interesting.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See
This
what
is
I
interesting. It feels like there's 3 branches from this one,
Yes. Yeah.
which for chapter 3 feels fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Hi, Cold. You're still here.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up? Enter the cabin.
Enter the cabin. We're moving.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains
To the
billow
mirror.
out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
No knife.
What's strange?
Yeah.
Is it the mirror?
No table.
The mirror?
They're not.
No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so maybe two routes. Turn around and leave in the inner because we don't have the knife or no knife.
Yeah. Huh.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go.
Now,
Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I'm wondering if, we had... I guess another route we could have taken was whenever we get the specter out of the house, we still have the option to kill the specter while we're out of the house. And I wonder if that would have taken us to this one, or if that would have taken us to a different
I don't know.
route.
I don't know how many there are and how minute the changes are, but that's a great question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
really
that gets
good
us
question.
to the same chapter 3 or not. Yeah. We haven't seen this chapter 3 before,
Oh,
right?
no.
Like,
We've
this is
only
new.
seen one chapter 3 ever.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pretend there is a mirror in front of the hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
See, unfortunately, now that we've voiced it, I think we just summoned a jump scare.
Yeah, I think because it has been expressed out into the universe, it's probably going to happen now. So everybody get ready.
Yeah.
Can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works. You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel
like
like
leaning
you're trying to
back.
put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them.
Not really a jump scare, more like an off-screen horror.
Yeah.
Oh, hi!
Terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear
funny
to
little
ear.
I was about to say bird
Crowded
feet
with far
sighting.
too many long and crooked
Bird feet
The horror is
sighting.
negated by the reveal of the bird feet. It's like, oh yeah, hi, Bam, but also backwards. They're like lizard feet. They're backwards.
They are like lizard feet. We have too many or not too many, but we have too many toes and they're in the wrong shape for a bird. We got like lizard legs.
Weird creature.
Oh.
Anyway, oh hi, what's up, ma'am?
Hi.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
You did.
Maybe you've seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
We can make her worse.
We've made her worse.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Can we will a blade into existence?
Yeah. Can we use our sharp toes as blades? Stab.
Yeah. I mean,
hard,
she kicked us to death, so I think we can do the reverse.
Kick.
Look, we're even now. I killed you, and then you killed me. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I am a victim of all of this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't you just open the door for you? Can't I just open the door for you? That's fine. I actually came here to free you. Struggle. Do you want me to say any of these, or?
Can we say something before we struggle?
Yeah. What do you want to say?
There's something about I'm a victim of all this too, you know, because we are like forced into all of this. Although she's not gonna take it well.
And sometimes victims become the same as their victimizers. Just because someone hurt you doesn't mean you get a free pass. You should be grateful that I still have a use for you. Being mine is more than you deserve, really.
Okay. I feel like we should struggle.
Was there anything else that was added because of that, or no? Any other options? I'm just making sure.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm, but I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest
design.
of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head and crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Wait, we never expressed that we wanted to free the princess. They did.
No, but all of them were expressing it.
I know, but he said that we always have a choice, and then we struggle. Okay, well, whatever.
And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
We listened to you!
I don't know how we messed up.
Blame this on us. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
I blame you, narrator. We've just listened to you the whole time.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ouch.
You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff. your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Hey, narrator, if we throw ourselves into the abyss, is that the same as throwing ourselves into the abyss? Or is it like just a pit?
I'm really wondering that if that takes us both out. I mean, if it takes us both out, then
we'll go to chapter 4 as
then
opposed
we'll go to
to
chapter
leaving.
4.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Throw your body into the abyss? Yeah.
Yeah.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I mean, it's dark and cross-hatched, but it's a different dark and cross-hatched, so we'll find out together.
Abyss.
Yeah.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. What an end. But at least it's ours.
Not as long of a laugh as I expected.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna keep going.
I did too. I thought she was really gonna go for it. Well, we're fallen.
An empire.
We are fallen.
Frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
If you neither had it now, you wanted it.
I want to know what he thinks happens now.
It does suck to be falling infinitely with the person that you've tried to kill multiple times stuck in your head.
I like how she's like, "What did you expect?
Yeah,
now
it's
we're
like,
here forever."
This is where we are now. Do you want to play cards or something?
We're gonna be falling for eternity.
It's a bad fate.
Oh? And why is that?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
He's...
Oh, this is it.
But...
Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something. A mass. A growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening?
Sorry, I thought we were gonna give you one more round, but I guess
I
not.
thought we were going one more, but that's fine.
Yep.
Yep. Here you go.
Bye.
This is you.
Is this who you end up being?
Mm-hmm. Just a little ghoulie.
But you don't answer her before something takes her and leaves something in her place. You feel a force underneath your feet once more.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror?
Yeah, approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do... Ignore
We
the
know.
cowards.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. See what we are this time.
Yeah.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. I guess it's our base self.
Our base self, yep.
We're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here.
Hello.
You were at the cabin.
Let's go see this one.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh?
Anything new we want to ask? Or do we want to attack the entity? Or destroy our body? I don't know if I want to do either of that. Oh, smart.
I mean, I think that ends the game.
Probably. And then the game's like, good job, you. I don't know.
I'm going to click through some of these because I do want to hear what she has to say about this aspect, but we don't have that yet.
Yeah, let's do that.
You are familiar. You are the only the space where...
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nerve. This one is
there we
loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Yeah, she was trying.
Mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
She was trying to get us to help her, and was reaching out to us, and wasn't we killed her, and then as a ghost, she's like, I just wanted to leave, and then we just kept killing her. She's like, all right, well, I can't rely on you anymore.
Yeah.
I will, even though in the end she still did, because she needed to possess our body in order to try and get out.
Yeah, and also she couldn't rely on herself in the end because we still ruined that for her.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, hers was not a great fate. What happens now?
Yeah.
Nothing as we are, but there is no bring me more perspective.
Okay. Make me forget.
I was gonna say, actually, anything in here that we hadn't asked before that we might want to ask, or we asked her everything?
She usually lets you ask all of her stuff.
That's true. Do we ever say, and what if I don't let you do this to me? I don't remember.
Then we will be here forever.
Oh, yeah.
We are now.
Yeah, we did ask that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we've asked all these.
Okay. All right. Then I guess we can restart.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
It gets me every time.
I know, it does. I've observed that.
Every single time.
I wonder what would have happened if we
in the woods. And at the end of that path,
Sorry. Okay. I am intrigued by the idea of the version of that where we let her free in that final one.
Oh.
I'm just
Do you want to reload and look?
No, we can't.
Okay, we not.
That's post. See?
Oh, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I am intrigued by that. I just think it would be interesting to know what happened. Just look all the same. What would happen if after all of that, after her loneliness and fear and all of that, you do eventually let her go, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been, I was hoping for an additional chapter from that one.
Yeah, I was too.
I'm surprised that there was no knife. I wonder what happened there. I mean, maybe that's just the progression, is that you don't get the knife. You just, when you get to the wraith, you don't have that option.
Yeah, I think that's accurate, although it is odd. That route intrigues me just because on one hand, it's the specter to the wraith to the, so there's the in-game thing. But we approach that from the we're going to listen to the narrator and slay all day attitude.
Yeah.
And that does not, I'm not going to say that doesn't work out, but it's like that's not recognized, which I do think is interesting.
Agreed.
Yeah. But,
it's still, there's still like a progression and a futility in that as well. You know what I mean? Like, even if we do try to listen to the narrator and slay the princess, like we're still gonna run into problems.
Yeah.
And I think that's super interesting. Like, I mean, if the whole point of this game is the narrator wanted to stave off the inevitability of death, but death is inevitable, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I
more mean just in the very literal sense, for us to do nothing but obey, and then have the knife literally not appear and then be chastised by the narrator is a very strange choice.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like there could have been more there. But that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed, but I was just sort of like, oh.
I'm a little disappointed, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
valid.
Making the conscious decision to side with the narrator and then not have that recognized is odd.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, it is what it is, but I will admit that I'm a little disappointed by that.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, the narrator did say he was like, you were all trying to let her go. But we the player were not. It was just our voices that kept going back and forth. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's something we chose that made it sound... No, but it was just the voices that wanted to spare her. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I found that one a little confusing. That's all.
Yeah,
that one felt a little less coherent than some of the others.
Yeah, I was gonna say from a literal choice progression tree, that one felt not quite as clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's one of those, like, it made sense from the Spectre progressing to the Wraith perspective, but I didn't feel the same synergy with it that I felt with a lot of the other routes, that's all. But
no,
anyway,
that's fair.
Is what it is.
Well,
but that being said, it is one of 5 in this particular loop, and I know we've already expressed a bunch of our excitement about some of the other paths we might take. Yes! So I'm very, very curious to see how those all go.
Gotta catch them all. Hell yeah. We gotta catch all these Pokemon princesses.
Sorry, princess. I'm so sorry.
It's so tragic when we know, like, the result we can get from the Spectre, and then or honestly for any of them now, like, oh man, I'm excited to see who else we can get out of this.
No, I wanted a little more of this game, so I'm glad that we're gonna play a little more of it.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. I don't think we're finished with this one, but I'm very thrilled that we got to an ending today too. That was awesome. That was so cool. So cool. Thank you all for joining us. This game is so much fun. Loving playing it with you, Gina, and I love that we can share it with you all. It is so, like, it's just such a cool concept, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. And
yes,
yeah,
and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, 100%.
Yeah. Appreciate you all hanging with us.
Yeah, thank you all. See you all next time, and yeah, have a great day, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.